We use Buhari's tooth-picking picture to illustrate lazy, insensitive leadership. Scottish University, Robert Gordon University explains. Hello, my wonderful people. We brought you up to speed yesterday that, in the university where one of the universities in Scotland, Buhari was used as an example to teach students, example of a bad leader. Now, please Google and investigate, do your own findings. How many nations of the world do we have? How many countries, so to say? How many countries do we have in the nations of the world? How many countries? Also investigate how many presidents do we have? Could be president or prime minister. For instance, in Great Britain, it's a prime minister because it's there is a monarchy there. Well, my dear, investigate. Now, why we are going there is because of all the leadership in the world. Yeah, of all the leadership in the world, guess what? Buhari was the one used as an example of a bad leader. This picture you are seeing was what they put up, and we've not heard Femi Adesina or Garuba Shehu. Let's get all the details. We used President Buhari's tooth-picking picture to illustrate a lazy, insensitive leader. The leadership of Nigeria, Scottish University, explain. My dear, this is what is going on. A prestigious Scottish university has confirmed illustrating bad leadership with a photo of President Muhammadu Buhari picking his teeth amidst rising poverty, insecurity across his country, Nigeria. Robert Gordon University told People Glacier that Mr. Buhari conduct better but Buhari's conduct is better summarized in various examples of bad leadership worldwide, adding that it encourages academic freedom of his students and academic of his staff members to do investigations. And Buhari came up picking his tooth. The video of the school demonstrating bad leadership summarizes the results of the student-led discussion across various examples of leaders. The Robert Gordon University explained that with Nigeria current security issues, the president has not deemed it fit to come to the rise and the need of the people. He seemed not to be concerned. He never addresses his people or understands what is going on with the people. We deem it fit among the leaders of the world to be one of the examples to show an example of a bad leader, bad leadership with rising costs of insecurity, the economic meltdown, and much more. Our president seemed not to be bothered or concerned with what is going on with his people. He came up as number one on the chart of a bad leader. He came up as number one on the chart of a bad leader. That's President Muhammadu Buhari for you. He came up as number one on the chart of a bad leader. That's what Buhari did. On the chart, he was the number one. So they had to use him to teach the students that this man, don't behave like him. Because when you have students, being in the midst of students is one of the most places on earth. You know why? Those little eyes staring back at you, you never can tell where any of them will be tomorrow. Some of them, the ladies might become a first lady. A lady there can become the first female president in Nigeria. A man there can become the next president, the next world changer. And yet, you have the privilege today to be a teacher to them and to impart knowledge and to teach them something that could potentially change their life for good. So you have the opportunity to make all this difference. You have the all opportunity at your beck and call. So what are we talking about? A song or an adage rightly puts it. You make hail while sun is still shining. You don't wait till the sun is gone down before you begin to make hail. It's a wrong move. While the sun is high up, you begin to make what? Hail. That's where, because hail is, those grasses you cut, the long, luscious grasses, you cut them quickly, dry them up, so that during the winter or time that or raining season where it is no longer convenient or comfortable, and the plant and the animals cannot go out to go to their ranches and fend for themselves, you can give them those grasses. You can give them those stored up grasses that are properly preserved, and and they can come there and begin to eat up those grasses, so they are fed all year round. So whether there is a summer, winter, autumn, spring, raining, dry season, the animals are fed and watered. That's what happens when a man thinks, plan, and prepare. That's what happens. If you're into animal husbandry, you have to be on your toes, getting things done, so you're not taking unawares. So you're not taking unawares. What are we talking about? These are some of the things coming up right now as we speak. These are some of the things happening now as we speak. So my wonderful people, if you don't rise up, if we don't say it, if we keep quiet, this is another nation of the world, all the way in Scotland, Great Britain, all the way, and they were teaching students. They came to the conclusion that bad leaders, if you want to ensure that bad leadership is off the track, you must never behave like Buhari, a president who is insensitive to the plight of his people, a president who does not understand what's going on. Despite the cry he heard, have you heard him say a word concerning what is going on currently in Kaduna State? The attorney general, I keep saying it again and again, was the first to make a statement. Oh, we're going to declare a state of emergency in Anambra State, because we heard, I quote, I repeat and I quote, that the indigenous people are causing trouble there. So we're going to put the state in a state of emergency. And I'm wondering, now that Kaduna matter is going on, we've not heard a single word from you. Not a single word. Not a single word. Not one word. Not one word. These are things going on in our very own eyes. These are things happening that you and I can see. Listen, Nigerians, this is another university, Robert Gordon University, using Buhari as an example of bad leaders, using him as an example of a bad leader. Leave us a comment. We really love to hear from you. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Bye for now.